Morning, guys. January 31st, 2018. It's nice and cold out. It says it's 17 degrees, but it feels a lot colder than that, and the wind has been wicked all night long. My truck has been just shaking all night long from the wind. But I'm about to head over to the gym, get that done. Today is upper body. It's bad that I only got 2 workouts, upper body and lower body, and sometimes I forget which one I'm on. But after the gym, I gotta go out to the job site. Like I said, job site's like 15-20 minutes from my gym. I'll be out there until 4:30. So, oh shoot, sorry. Didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night just because how freaking cold it was. I got my truck and started it up and warmed it up and turned it off, and within, it was less than 20-30 minutes, the inside of my truck was freezing again. So, I turned my heated blanket on, but once again, that only lasts about an hour and a half. So, yeah, it was just cold one. Worst part is I can't even charge my jumper. I can't, there's nowhere in the office I can plug it. First of all, there's like no plug sockets open in the office, we got like 100 sockets and all of them have something shoved in it. Then there's nowhere to shove it where someone isn't gonna mess with it. So tonight's gonna be fun. I'd start up my truck and do the heat off my truck, but right now I'm down to like 17 or 18% left in my tank, and I don't even like getting that low, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So, oh well. Oh man. I hope when I get to the gym I stop yawning. But yeah, we already got one of the drillers here. He must have came in through the front door because his truck ain't out here. I walked in, turned the lights on in the lab, made coffee and I went in to make coffee, and that's when I saw the one office light on. So he's like, "Oh, getting an early start to your day or ending your day?" I'm like, "I'm about to go to the gym." Hence the reason why I'm in shorts and look like I'm about to go to the gym. But not too much else going on. I think I had like one person that wanted to meet this afternoon to buy something. We'll see how that goes. I emailed them, told them I could be there around 4:30. And I sent them the address. Now the question is, are they actually in the area or are they like far away? I had one yesterday for that stupid dresser. I took that thing off Craigslist. I'm just gonna bust it up and throw it away. It's taking up more of my time than it's worth. I'm asking $10. Person yesterday emailed me and they're like, "Oh, can you just deliver it to Tyson's Corner, around 5:30 tomorrow?" It's like, what do I look like, dude? I'm not a fucking, mover. Not a delivery service. No, I'm not going to. First of all, tomorrow, 5:30, I'll be finishing up physical therapy at 5. Then I'd have to go the opposite direction, which would take me 30 to 40 minutes in rush hour traffic to get the item. And then it's going to take me probably about an hour and 10 minutes to get out there to deliver it. and they offered an extra $10. I'm like, that means jack squat to me. You know how much gas and time and energy and everything else it's going to take to do that? It's like, no, I don't deliver stuff. On top of that, I take all the risk. Because if I load it up and everything, get out there, and then either A, it was just some dick, trying to pull a prank, or B, they see it and they're like, oh, it's too small, it's not what I wanted. Well, now I just wasted all my time, energy, money, gas to, try to sell something for $10 and lost. So it's like, no, you take part of the risk by coming out to me, looking at it, and then if you don't want it, you wasted some time, I wasted some time. It's split up better. Not gonna just sit there and deliver crap. That's the dumbest thing in the world. And them offering me an extra $10, it's like, that don't mean nothing. Like I said, I took it off Craigslist. I'm just gonna break it up and throw it away. It's way too much of a hassle over an item that I'm not asking much money for. So, for now, I'm just gonna leave it in the storage unit, and if someone comes to buy something, sees it, and says, hey, is that for sale, then I'll sell it. I've done that before, where you take it off, you just leave it next to everything you're selling. When someone comes over, they're like, oh, is that for sale? Because I could really use that. It's like, yeah, if you want to buy it, sure. So, I don't know. Yeah, it's going to take forever for this truck to warm up. Yeah, the weather wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't so windy. It's like as soon as you step outside, the wind just, it's a constant wind too. Right now it's not blowing hard, but it's still blowing. And that's what's making it freaking cold as heck. But, right now my back doesn't really, my lower back really doesn't hurt. And I tried to tell the physical therapist that it's like, I do all my lifts and everything, and like yesterday, first thing I did was get on the leg press. I said the only thing with the leg press, getting on it, you get down in the seat, you go to lean back, and that's when you get some pain from leaning back on that hard flat surface. I said, but doing the leg press itself, I don't feel anything. She's like, well, how much weight are you using? I'm like, enough that I can do 15 and not have a problem. Well, how much weight? I'm like, so it's like, I told her the weight, and she's like, well, there's your problem. You need to lower the weight. I'm like, once again, I'm not struggling with the weight. It's not like I'm trying to push that weight and force out two of them, and like I said, other than the laying back on the bench, I have no pain. And then I go on to the next machine, no pain, no pain, no pain, until I get to the treadmill, and you get on the treadmill and you start to do stuff. And I said, I already know what you're going to say. I said, yes. I slowly increased the speed and the incline. I said, you're going to tell me about the incline now. And she got a big grin on her face. I'm like, yeah, I know. I said, but I'm not going to stop my progress over some pain. I said, there's got to be something you could do other than me stopping what I'm doing, and, losing momentum and losing progress. It's ridiculous. But yeah, that's basically it. But then, after the gym, I have some pain in the back, especially if I get stuck just sitting most of the day. And, it's easy to say, well, just get up and move around. It's like, well, sometimes you just don't have the motivation to get up and move around. Like, you got nothing else to do, and you just don't feel like getting up and moving around. Jeez. freaking neck. But yeah. So anyways, so that's where I'm at. Anything changes, you know, of course you guys will hear it, but I don't think it's gonna be too exciting of a day. So that reminds me, I need to I gotta go back in and grab my food. I'm just gonna take bell pepper and cucumber for lunch. So I just don't feel like doing a whole heck of a lot. And unfortunately, what I'm doing today isn't going to require me to do a whole heck of a lot. It'll be nice in one way because I'll be in my truck most of the day trying to stay warm, but on the other hand, I'll be bored as heck doing nothing. Yay! So, but anyways, hope you guys have a good morning. Hope you got some good sleep, and I hope your day goes really good. So I'll probably do one quick video right after the gym, let you know what my workout was. So, and then after that I'll talk to you at the end of the day. So till then, have a good one. Alright, I just finished up at the gym. I did a half hour on the treadmill and, like I said, upper body. I think it felt like I did a couple extra machines and a couple extra exercises than usual. I would say my lifting time was probably about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. And then half hour, on the treadmill and 10 minutes in the sauna. So it wasn't too bad of a workout. A little bit of improvement in a couple things. I know I say that every time, but it's not the same lifts that I'm improving in each time. So sometimes, you do a little better on like free weight butterflies, and sometimes you'll do better on rows and stuff like that. So, but it wasn't too bad. Yeah, my brain froze up. I don't know. I did find a lower back machine, which I've used them before, and they do decent. The last time I used one was 5 years ago. Thing is it only goes up to a certain weight, and at that point they have those little stacker weights that you can put on top, and then I'd end up pinning a 100-pound plate to it. So I was up to like 400 or a little over 400 pounds doing sets. This one will do. Problem is you can't adjust the pad that's going on the, it's supposed to go about just below the shoulders, maybe a touch lower, around the shoulder blades, and then you push back on it. Problem is, this one you can't adjust the height on that. All you can adjust is how far forward the pad is, which means your starting position, and your foot pad, which your legs are supposed to be pretty much straight, so that when you're pushing back, you're not pushing with the legs to help push it back. And with that, I'm half tempted just to keep my feet on the floor, because otherwise my knees are bent, at a probably about a 30-degree angle. I can't straighten my legs because it doesn't go down far enough, and the pad for the shoulder blade area is like closer to mid back for me. It's like it's meant for someone up to, I'd say 5'9", 5'10" at most. So it's a little annoying, but like I said, I'm gonna still use it. I mean, I still feel the workout in the lower back. As you notice, the sun decided to pop up. Like I said, I'll still end up using it. I went ahead and did, I ended up doing 4 sets because I was trying to see, you know, what weight I need to use and stuff, and I didn't want to do too big of a jump, you know, to find out and end up hurting my lower back. But now I know I can do that, plus I can do the other thing to help strengthen my lower back. So, which I can go online and look up and find a bunch of workouts. I don't know. I guess I'm not smart enough to do that. You get used to doing, you know, certain lifts and all that, and, you know, it makes it difficult to branch out. I mean, that was one of the nice things about moving around a lot and using different gyms is you run into different people and you get different advice, you get different, you know, workouts. And it's one of the things where, you know, you try it, and if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you, or if it looks like something stupid. I mean, I've seen some where it's like that has no benefits at all and you look like an idiot. But you do learn a lot by moving around different places, meeting different people. So I have incorporated, I'd say, a bunch of stuff from a bunch of people. There's just certain things I don't seem to do. So, I mean, I don't do, you know, cleans. I don't do, squats. I don't like having all that weight on my shoulders, you know, pushing down on my back, you know. And I mean, if you do it right, it's not supposed to affect the back. But when your back is messed up, you don't want to take the chances. And to me, doing the leg press is just as good as doing that. I mean, sure, squats will have, you know, a couple things that it will do that leg press won't do, but I just don't, you know, it's not worth the risk of injuring myself, so that's why I don't do it. And like I said, there's some other stuff. Some things it's just sort of, you know, you rather get to a certain level so that you're comfortable to start doing it. Like a lot of the workouts, you know, where you have like the medicine ball and you're, you know, swinging it from the floor and up, and kettlebells, you know, swinging those between your legs and stuff like that. You know, anything that looks like it could you know, potentially injure my lower back, I'm not going to do right now. You know, when I'm 100% pain free and I've been that way for a minute, then maybe I'll start incorporating those. But, you know, like I said, it's not worth the risk. But other than that, like I said, I'm about to head over to the job site. Won't be much going on over there, but I got to be there. So I had someone email me about another item they want to buy, and it's sort of like, you know, are you actually going to show up? You know, I'll email you this afternoon. It's like, realize that I'm not going to check my email every 2 seconds. So I just told her, I'm like, look, this is the time I'm getting off. Email me before this, otherwise I'm going to the office. I'm not coming back this direction, you know. So I don't know. Like I said, I want to sell this stuff. I just, you know, it's difficult when I'm not selling it out of my house, you know, where I'm going home, I'm going to be at home, I can do other things. Instead, I'm selling it out of a storage unit where I have to go to the storage unit and then sit and wait for the person to show up. And I mean, the one day I sat for 30, 45 minutes, and then the person's like, oh, you know, I decided not to come. It's like, sweet. So I just sat here for 30, 45 minutes doing nothing when I could have been somewhere else doing something. You know, it's just annoying. But I don't know. Hopefully some people show up, buy some stuff, and be done with it. But it's going to be a slow process, unfortunately. Um, I'm actually surprised. Usually when I put an amplifier on, you end up with like 20 emails instantly. But I haven't gotten an email on that one yet. That surprised me. Of course, they might have saw the dimensions and actually thought where I didn't. I didn't think about the dimensions of it. It's freaking huge. So, which is why I decided to get rid of it. Behind my back seats, like you fold the back seat up and then there's indentions where you can store stuff, and basically the amp had to go from the back of the cab coming forward and cover up one of them holes because it was so big, whereas the amp I got now I can fit under the seat and still have that hole wide open. But of course, I put the capacitor right there, but I can still store stuff in there, so I don't know. Anyways, I should have ended this a little sooner so I could get out of my space, but now someone parked next to me, which means I get to do a 4-point turn to be able to get out of here, because they make parking spaces smaller and smaller, and everybody wants to park right down the side of you. Every day. It's like the same thing every day. It's the same thing in the locker room. As soon as I walk up to my locker, 20 people are like right there on top of you, and then I'm like the biggest out of all 20 of them, and I'm the ones trying to squeeze to keep from, bumping into people. It's ridiculous. Either that or just as you're about to walk up to your locker, someone gets in front of you and then they stop right in front of your locker, and it's like, dude, I'm right there. And then, it's like the world just ended. They have to move. I'm like, whatever. One dude, he moved like a half of an inch. It's like, all right, I start bumping into you. I'm not apologizing. It's ridiculous. Once again, they want to get so many lockers in one little spot so that they have enough for the 5 billion people that signed up. But then they leave no space for anybody to be able to stand. And they assume that there won't be that, you're not going to have everybody at every locker all the time. But the problem is everybody has like a locker that they prefer, and it just seems like, the locker that I always end up taking, everybody else seems to come in at the same time I do and take the lockers right next to me. And I don't know. It's just stupid stuff. It's me being stupid. I'm stupid. It's all good. But anyways, I'll talk with you guys later. I hope you guys have a great day. Be safe and have fun. I mean, seriously. It may be work, but doesn't mean you can't have some fun. So, I'll see you later. How's it going, guys? It's almost 5 o'clock. I'm just sitting at my storage unit waiting for someone to come buy something. Unfortunately, they won't be here till 6, but it's kind of a pain in the butt to sit at the office, and wait, and then, deal with traffic, which is going to be even worse by 6 o'clock. So I basically just ran to the office real quick, grabbed my laptop and everything. That way I could be at least compressing the video to put onto YouTube. So, because by the time, 6 o'clock, then you gotta deal with the person and haggle with them and everything else. So by the time I get back to the office, I'm sure it'll be like 7 o'clock or so. At that point, I'll get the video uploading, make something to eat, and the next thing you know, it's time for bed. Ali, she had one of her workouts. Her workout's called Fitfaced. It's sort of her way of saying that you can get in shape and still drink, beer and stuff. Because a lot of people that get serious into lifting, you know, first thing they're like, oh, you can't drink any alcohol. And it's like, you can drink alcohol, you just got to be able to work off the calories from it and the sugar and stuff. It's not rocket science. I mean, I drank when I was strength training and didn't have any problem with it, so. But they had a great workout. I think the reason why I like it the most is because it dealt with the back. Being that I had my lower back fused and everything, it's nice to see, you know, exercises that I haven't done, you know, to give me ideas. I also asked them about, you know, the lower back as far as if they had any good ideas on working out the lower back. And her friend, I think it's Catherine or Katrina, it started with a K. Okay, I'm sorry, I need to start writing these names down. But yeah, phone call came in, which is really annoying, using your cell phone to record and then you get everything coming in. But you know, she told me something I never even thought about. She's like, you know, that you sort of got to work the muscles around the lower back to help the lower back loosen up. And it's like, it just never fazed me. You know, I mean, I'm working all the muscles, but basically what that tells me is to get that message off there. Basically it tells me that, you know, not to go full steam on the lower back, you know, still work it, but just make sure I'm working, you know, the upper back and the sides and the glute and abs and all that, to make sure that they're stronger, to help, you know, sort of loosen that muscle up and all. So, you know, it was real nice. I almost, you know, I wrote the message and kind of thought that, you know, it'd just get overlooked. And, you know, Ali ended up asking her, and it was, you know, she told me, so it's just really nice to hear. And like I said, the workouts were great. Ali was killing those weights. I mean, she's flipping a 300-pound tire that's taller than her and all. And it makes me want to call her Mighty Mouse, you know, or Mighty Mouse-ette, you know, since she's female. But, yeah, I mean, she's 5'2". Last time I heard her weight was like 120. So she's short, little thing, and she's got all this strength, man. I mean, I'm just super impressed, you know. It's and all the stuff she does and everything, she's truly outrageous. She is totally amazing. And I'm sorry if that comes off too heavy or too, you know, creeper-like. But, you know, the way I look at it is people, you know, say stuff to The Rock or, you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger back in the day and all them, you know, and it wasn't creeper. It's just me, you know, finding someone that I find truly amazing, and, you know, kind of for being a foot taller than her, I'm looking up to her, you know. I mean, she's younger than me, and I kind of look up to her as far as, you know, the stuff she does and how she doesn't let anything hold her back. So she unfortunately after the workout, she was riding her bicycle. Not bike. I hate saying bicycle. It sounds like a little kid's bicycle. But she was riding her bike, and I guess she wiped out. She's got a mark on her neck where she hit the light post, and got a big gouge in her, like just below her knee and her leg. But she, you know, I think she was more annoyed that she wasn't doing anything stupid and her tires just sort of slid for no reason. But her friend's taking her to the ER just to make sure, you know, there's nothing wrong and everything's okay. But just sucks to hear, you know. I just had him go on Snapchat, and, you know, she had some snaps of her workout, and next thing you know, she's sitting on her curb talking about how she wiped out. It's like, oh, sucks to hear. I hope she feels better. I hope she gets well. Hope, the doctor just tells her she lost some skin and that's it. I mean, she's used to injuries. I mean, she broke a rib and, and all that, and didn't even realize she broke the rib. So, but I hope her a speedy recovery. And, if you guys want to hope her a speedy recovery, just, probably just go on her YouTube, or you can go to Twitter, Snapchat. She's also on Facebook. I don't do Facebook, but she's on there. Just go to Ali Spagnola, and wish her a happy, quick recovery, because she's supposed to do another workout on Friday, but me personally, I would recommend that she skips that one. Maybe if she really badly wants to do a live stream, go to it and just sort of, I'd say sort of just be there for your friends type thing, and don't do the workout, just because I don't want to see her, injure herself more, so a live stream's not worth her injuring herself more. But like I said, don't feel afraid to show a little love and, wish her a speedy recovery. If you've never seen any of her videos, go on YouTube, check out a video or two. I'm sure you'll love him and you'll want to subscribe to him. So I will do my best to remember to put her link down below. You gotta bear with me, just because I get going at something, I don't remember everything and I forget stuff. Isn't a good thing. But yeah, check her out, show some support. And other than that, like I said, I got another hour or so until this person's supposed to show up. In that time, I'm gonna go ahead and start putting my video together and upload it. And well, I probably won't upload it here because hotspot's gonna take forever to upload it, so I'll just wait until I get back to the office. But other than that, not too much else to go. Tomorrow I will be gym, and then right back out to the job site again. Excuse me. So tomorrow will be sort of like today. Yeah, that's about what I got for now. So hopefully you guys had a great day. If you're on the East Coast, you're getting off work, or getting ready to have dinner or something. Hope you guys have a great night, get some good rest, and I will see you tomorrow morning. And as always, you be you, because in the end, you are awesome. Thank you.